This episode of the Old Dogs REI Network is brought to you by Mino Studio. Welcome to the Old Dogs REI Network, where cash flow is king. Real estate investing, the means, so you can enjoy your retirement dreams. This is the show where we cut right to the chase. No sales pitch, no long monologues, just simple how-to real estate investing advice, so you can earn the passive income you need to enjoy your retirement today. And now, your host and chief old dog, Bill Manassero.
Hello, old dogs, and welcome to
Fun Facts Friday.
This is our once-a-week, only on Friday show, where we have special episodes, not featuring guests, where I will share tricks, tips, terminology, and techniques that will help skyrocket you to real estate investing success. Today's topic is 1,000 by 2020 Goal Update. Now, for those of you that have listened for a while, you know my goal has been and continues to be to purchase/acquire 1,000 units or doors by the end of the year 2020. Through this podcast, I share exactly what I'm doing, the good, the bad, and the ugly, to achieve that goal. My intention is to help you gain from my successes and to hopefully avoid the mistakes I make. But nonetheless, I want to give you an update here. But before I get started, I actually have a couple of quick announcements. Yeah, I know I never do announcements, but I'm going to do them real quick here. First off, we have a new Facebook group, okay? And this is all really new to me because I had tried to hold out for as long as I could to even avoid getting a Facebook account. But with the Old Dogs Network, it looked like we had to do it, so I did it. Anyway, it's a really cool private group that we have just for the old dogs here, and it's a place for fellow investors to meet, gather, share information, ask questions about real estate investing, ask questions about the podcasts or things related to the podcast, maybe ask for referrals. I hope to eventually do some special teaching and training there, and overall to network. And we are, after all, called the Old Dogs REI Network. And I'm hoping that people can make contact and maybe work together, do some projects together, or maybe share information. Maybe there's somebody in a particular town or state that you want to connect with. So we're starting that up. And if you want to join it, just let me know. Just send me an email, bill@olddogsreinetwork.com. And I'll make sure you're added to the group. I know there's probably another way to do it through Facebook, but I don't really know how to do that. Anyway, we also have a new YouTube channel. Yes, we do. And the idea there is really to make our podcasts available on YouTube, but also as we get into topics that might be a little bit confusing, where we might need to either have a whiteboard explanation or access the computer to maybe show research sites and things of that nature that might be of value to you in your real estate investing efforts, then we'll post those special visual shows, and you can watch those there too. Finally, we're approaching episode number 100. It'll be our first 100 episodes, and I can't believe how quickly this has all happened. We just have been moving forward here and just been really exciting. Good stuff happening on the Old Dogs Network. So we wanted to do something special for episode number 100, and we decided, so we've been talking about this for a while, if you've been listening to this show, to have our 2017 Old Dog Howl Awards. Yeah, we keep talking about, the competition, and you guys might be thinking we're joking, but no, we're really going to actually put up the best howls and have an awards program. That's right. So for those of you who are interested in that, what we're going to do is we're going to narrow down to the first top 10, and then we're going to post those on our website or maybe in our Facebook group, different places where you can actually vote on these. And then we'll narrow it down to our top 3 who will be the recipients of the coveted Golden Dog Awards. Yes, I know, it's true. They're here. And so if you want to participate in this great red carpet event, well, just keep listening, okay? And we'll provide more information later on in future episodes. So anyway, on to the update here. as you know, I had this goal of 1,000 units by 2020. And in order to achieve this, what I have to do is to double the number of cumulative total units each year. Okay, so whether I acquire the target acquisition goal or not, I still have to make up those deficiencies and be able to stay on that track in order to achieve this goal, 1,000 units in 6 years. So, for example, in 2014, I started with 3 properties. Okay, I purchased 2 single-family homes and a duplex. The duplex and single family were in Memphis, and I bought another single family home in Atlanta. But it was a total of 4 units, right? So one's a duplex. So you just kind of have to add up the units or doors. In 2015, I was supposed to double that number. So I had 4 units. I had to buy 8 units. But I only bought a duplex in Indianapolis. So part of that was that we were moving from Port-au-Prince, Haiti, to Southern California, finalizing adoptions, a whole bunch of stuff that was going on. So it was a little bit tough to do the search and acquisition research and all that stuff. So at the end of 2015, I was shy 6. I was under goal by 6. So in 2016, I purchased a 22-unit apartment. Now, my goal was to double the 4 units from 2014 plus the 8 units I was supposed to have purchased in 2015. So that's 8 plus 4 is 12. Double that. I should have bought 24 units, okay? But I only bought 22. I wanted to try to make up that deficit by year end, but didn't happen. So I was shy by 2 units of that goal, plus the 6 units that I was shy in the previous year. So currently I'm 8 under goal going into 2017, okay? So I have 28 units now, consisting of 2 single-family homes, 2 duplexes, a 22-unit, and a partridge in a pear tree. No, just kidding. I am technically 8 units behind, as I mentioned. I should have 36 units right now. My written goal for 2017 is to acquire 72 units, okay? But I'm targeting 100 plus so that I can surpass my goal and make up for the prior year deficiencies. Not only that, but it'll put me 20 units over my cumulative goal. I'll have 128 by the end of 2017. That's if I get 100 units. I hope to get 100 plus, so hopefully it'll be even better by the end of 2017 going into 2018. Now, I know this is a lot of numbers again, and it's just so you know, I have all of this on an Excel spreadsheet that you can see in today's show notes, which is at olddogsarinetwork.com/blog. The spreadsheet's free for you. You just go ahead and click on it. You should be able to download it. It shows the goals that I'm talking about specifically with you and how I accumulate them and how I double the accumulated amount. I also have on that the actual dollar amounts. Now, my goal is a minimum of $100 a door net. I mean, that's after all expenses, after everything. So you can see how the dollar values grow and what you can expect your cash flow to be at the end of each of these goals as well, which is really helpful. And then at the bottom of it, I have my goals up at the top, what I'm doing. And then I actually have an example at the bottom where you start with buying 1 property your first year. And it shows what you have to do in order to reach 1,000 units, starting off with just 1 property. So it's kind of interesting, and it's good to play with. And if I don't know what your goals are, maybe you're just looking at picking up a couple of multifamilies and just supplementing. If you have a specific dollar amount you want to go for, you can kind of look at what it would take to do that. So it's real helpful. You may not want to go for the 1,000. You have to be a little crazy to do that. And but nonetheless, like I am, that's what you'll be able to get there. So just to go to that olddogsarinetwork.com/blog, look for episode 076, and then in the show notes, you should be able to get that link. Okay. So I'm just going to give you a quick few highlights about what has happened since our last update. So end of 2016 was kind of rough, and I had to at one point actually fly to Indianapolis. I think you guys know if you've listened to the episodes there, where I actually went and lived in one of my apartments in the 22 unit to do a lot of things. One, to find out about the area, the market, the tenants and to do a lot of research, but I also was there to sort of speed up the rehab upgrades that had to be done and to do some stealth tenant marketing to fill the place up. I had a number of evictions in the latter part of the year as well, not only a few at the 22 unit, but in my other properties too. There was a point where I had no income coming in for a couple of months, and that was not fun. I even had to tap into my IRA funds for repair, rehab funding that I needed to do to keep moving things forward. So didn't really want to do that, but I think we're going to make up for it as we start moving into more and more units here. I now have tenants in place in all of my properties, though, and I'm focusing now on finishing the upgrades in my 22 unit, which is at 91% occupancy, soon to be 95%. I'm just looking forward to having cash flow again. That's going to be a nice thing to see in the old bank account there. Just a few more notes here. I'm spending a lot of time researching right now various markets potential markets where we can purchase the 100+ units. So there is a lot of work to be done there, a lot of phone calls too, talking to people, networking, trying to build up a good referral base as well. I'm also talking with potential investors. So this will be the first project where I actually bring in outside investors. So that's very, very new to me as well. And I'm learning a lot in that process. So I'm very busy. It's a very exciting time. I also hope you're doing well on your goals, and don't be discouraged. As you can see, I had a discouraging sort of end of the year last year, and I'm just ready to move on and just have some great stuff happening. And you just gotta, there's always going to be bumps and there's always going to be things to discourage you, but just keep moving forward. Really, I say that a lot on the show, but I really believe that you got to keep your eyes fixed on the goal, and you just got to keep moving toward it. Well, that's it for today. Please note, Old Dog listeners, everything presented here, as I mentioned, is in our show notes. I'll say it one more time, olddogsreinetwork.com, dogs spelled, of course, DAWGS, olddogsreinetwork.com/blog. And here you're going to be looking for episode 076. So you should be able to get all that information there. So until next time, remember, cash flow is king and real estate investing the means. Thanks again for listening, and God bless.
Thank you very much for visiting the Old Dogs REI Network. We would greatly appreciate if you would stop by iTunes and let us know what you think of the show. We would love if you could subscribe to the podcast, give us a 5-star rating, and write a review. The more ratings and reviews we receive, the more visible the podcast will be to others. Thank you.